All right, folks. Welcome back to the third hour of the College Football Tonight here on HerbFM Radio. Sean Bedford, the analyst for Georgia Tech football. The Yellow Jackets are home this weekend against the Canes of Miami. Sean, thanks for joining us. Talk about this game. Georgia Tech last year had Miami on the ropes down in South Florida, but some kind of big rainstorm came that kind of ruined that party.
Well, it did, and the Jackets looked like they had a lot of things going in their favor. They jumped out to an early lead. They got a couple of lucky breaks, actually, and one of the least conventional kickoff returns for a touchdown you'll ever see, where a trick onside kick was actually scooped up after it didn't go far enough and taken the distance. But between the weather, which seemed to really, if you'll pardon the pun, put a damper on the Jackets' rushing game, some injuries to key players, and then ultimately a bizarre sequence of events that saw a fourth and very long converted in a driving rainstorm. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
it was quite the comeback for the Canes last year, but I think that's staying very fresh in Georgia Tech's mind as they prepare for this game. And I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup between one of the top defenses in the country and the nation's top rushing offense.
Well, Coach Johnson played trying to downplay it this morning when I asked him about that because I know a lot of the players in their minds, they had a chance to beat a very good Miami squad and knock them out of the Coastal Division title, and I know they have a lot of you guys, a lot of the players have that on their mind to get revenge.
Oh yeah, I think anytime coaches are going to, they have a very strict party line that's very focused and disciplined. But speaking from experience as a player, sometimes your mind wanders a little bit. And you start to think about how you had him on the ropes last year, and you thought like you let him get away, or I hesitate to say, but there is that revenge element where you say, last year we thought we should have had that one, and it's our intention of taking it this year.
Yeah. Well, talk about the quarterback for you guys, Oliver. The last time we talked to you, we didn't even know who was quarterbacking the Virginia Tech game. Just talked about his coming in and did really well in his first road game. Now he's basically the man right now.
Well, so in all likelihood, Tobias Oliver, who has played great as of late, he's been the ACC Rookie of the Week the last 2 weeks. The first time someone's done that since a little receiver named Calvin Johnson. So good company to be in. But every time Tobias Oliver has had a chance to play for the season, he's come and delivered. The first time was against USF early in the season, where even though Tech ultimately wound up losing that game, when Oliver was called in relief of Taquan Marshall, he didn't miss a beat. He led them to several consecutive scoring drives. I think most of the nation got to see what he could do in that Virginia Tech game, where Tech's offense was just a juggernaut. And then he managed to get through his one of those games at Virginia where it required a little bit more perseverance in the face of, or not Virginia, North Carolina rather, that required a little bit more perseverance in the face of adversity, where the breaks suddenly kind of went against them, and he had to rally the team and find a way to come up with a win when, maybe things were going a little bit differently than he would have hoped. So what has really impressed me about him has been a couple of things. First off, he's incredibly tough. He's willing to run the option. He's willing to do what it takes to make plays. He's carried the ball a ton, especially for a redshirt freshman. And he hasn't. The moment has never been too big for him. But beyond that, I think he really has an incredible acceleration. When he puts his foot in the ground against North and South, he gets going in a hurry. And I think that has given Paul Johnson a couple of different plays that maybe haven't been as much a part of this offense, and the ability to run those effectively, which is it's given the Jackets an edge the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about this Coastal Division. It seems like it's up for grabs. Who wants it? Last week, Virginia was on top of the division. Now it's Pittsburgh, and now Georgia Tech sits 5-4, 3-3 in the Coastal Division. So they're still in it. So who wants it?
That's a great question. And before we go any further, I would like to go back and just make one other point regarding the quarterback
Mm-hmm.
situation, because yes, Tobias Oliver has been fantastic, but let's not forget that Taquan Marshall is still the starter. And while we expect to see both of them play next week, Taquan is likely to start. He, with the with the exception of a couple of fluky plays there, he played pretty well against North Carolina, led them to a touchdown drive, and so it should by no means be a foregone conclusion that Tobias Oliver is going to be the guy going forward. He's shown that he can be, but I think this is still Taquan Marshall's team. He's a senior team captain, and the team is going to look to him. As for the Coastal, your guess is as good as mine. it just seems like one of those weird years where anything and everything can happen. The Coastal Division has been the Murphy's Law division for a long time, and you know, right now it seems like Pitt probably has the strongest chance to move forward, although they have by no means an easy schedule. Virginia Tech has, if they can right the ship and get things pointed in the right direction, maybe they've got a shot. And, you know, like you mentioned, Georgia Tech's still in it. A lot of things have to happen for the Jackets to sort of, I hesitate to say backdoor their way, but to rally and get themselves into that championship game. But, you know, when you start laying out the things that would have to happen for that to take place, none of them seem all that far-fetched. And maybe we're having a different conversation a couple days from now, but it's still anyone's division.
Exactly. Well, Sean, thank you so much for coming on tonight. Good luck with the broadcast this weekend, and hopefully it's nice and warm down there in Atlanta.
It'll be a little chilly, but it should be fun. We'll have whiteout conditions, and we hope you'll join us on our broadcast, and thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be right back here on the College Football Tonight.
Well, the midnight headlight find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way. Well, the truck stopped Judy coming on to me, trying to talk me into a ride, said I wouldn't be sorry. But she was just a baby. Hey, waitress, pour me another cup of coffee, pop it down, jack me up, shoot me out, flying down the highway, looking for the morning. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Well, the midnight headlight find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. I gotta keep rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day.
All right, folks, welcome back to the College Football Tonight. We got our good friend Trevor Groves with us from CUTires.com, who is a busy man right now. He